International Yoga Day. Govardhan School of Yoga is organizing 3-day wisdom sessions. So I'm very happy to be part of this team. So Govardhan Ayurveda. So today we are going to discuss about Ayurveda health tips for rainy season. Ayurveda health tips for the rainy season. So rainy season is called as Varsha Ritu in Sanskrit. So the whole year is divided into Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. So Varsha Ritu comes under Uttarayana. So in this Varsha Ritu, so what all things we should be careful about? How should be our food habit? How should be our lifestyle? What all things should be taken care, especially during this rainy season? So that all things we can discuss in this session. So this session will be 30-minute session. So we are concising everything. So each and every point we are sharing here is very, very important. So once you follow these healthy tips, you will be able to easily live through this rainy season completely healthy and happier. So first we should understand this rainy season is coming immediately after the summer season. So our body energy strength will be comparatively low in this rainy season. So we should follow specific diet, lifestyle in this rainy season to maintain our health. So Ayurveda is saying, in rainy season, Vata is aggravating. Vata aggravation occurs. So Acharya Vagbada is explaining like this. Ayapragoba prashamahi vayor grishma dishu tishu. Varsha dishu tu pittasya shleshmana shishira dishu. So in rainy season, Vata aggravation and Pitta accumulation occurs. So in simple way, we can say Vata and Pitta imbalance occurs during rainy season. So our food, our lifestyle, our daily activities, routine should support this Vata and Pitta balance. So our diet and lifestyle should be in such a manner that will not aggravate Vata and Pitta, that will support the balancing process of this Vata and Pitta. So in rainy season, the water available in the reservoirs, that all of us know, is continuously water. It is increasing in the reservoirs because of the rain. So water is comparatively hard. During the rainy season, water is comparatively hard. So because of this, the digestion, metabolism, the activity which is happening inside our body also will be little difficult. Our metabolic process will be slow. Digestive fire will be low. So the food we are taking, it should be very simple. So just we have to think, if our digestive system is very weak, which type food we should prefer, which type food we should have more. So we should always take very light, easily digestible food, fresh food. So some food like green gram, rice, wheat, lentils. So all these things can be taken because rice, wheat, green gram, all these things are part of our daily life. We are taking always. So our system will easily digest these things. This will not create any major trouble for the digestive system. And cow's ghee is also included. So Gridam Pittanalaharam. So Ayurveda is saying, Acharya Charaga, Gridam Pittanalaharam. So that ghee will help to balance Vada and Pitta. Reduce Vada and Pitta. The aggravated Vada and Pitta will get balanced with the help of ghee. So ghee also can be included in our diet. And small pieces of ginger with rock salt. So as I already told, the digestive fire is comparatively low. It is very weak. So in order to boost up your digestive fire, in order to boost up your digestive energy, that digestive system, before every meal, you can have a small piece of ginger with some rock salt. So that will give some booster energy for your digestive system. Digestive fire will be aggravated. So digestion becomes proper. And Ayurveda is also saying you can take sour and salted food items. Ayurveda is saying there are 6 rasas, Shad rasa. So out of that, sour and salted food items are advised during rainy season. See, when we are saying sour and salted means it is not that you have to take everything which more salt and which is always everything is sour. It's not like that. But comparing with the other type of food items, salted food items will increase your digestive fire. When we are taking that salt, the mucus secretion in the stomach that supports the digestion will be better. So that's why it is supporting sour and salted food items. So here, different types of vegetable soups where you can put salt. So such a type of food items can be taken more during rainy season. So what are things we should follow? So again, it's mentioned diet which is sour, salty and oily. Again, I am saying in the rainy season, when Vada is aggravates, the qualities of Vada, Acharya is explaining like this. Atra ruksho legushida khara sukshma chalo anila. Atra ruksho legushida, ruksha, dryness. Rukshato means dryness. Legu, it is very light. And shida. So dryness and coldness. Rukshatvam and shidatvam. Dryness and coldness increases Vada. So if Vada is increased, that shows dryness and coldness is increasing. So when dryness is more, what we should do? We should do some oil application. So here internally as well as externally. So that's why oily type food we prefer during rainy season. In rainy season, dryness is internally also it is more. It is cold also. So along with the sour and salty food items, oily food items, it's not very much too oily. Again, I'm saying oily means good type oil. That's why earlier we explained about ghee. Cow's ghee is also giving that oily nature for the body. So that can be taken more. Boiled and cooled water. We should never take cold water, especially in the cold season. Cold water can be taken and little honey can also be added. Ginger with green gram, warm food items, rock salt with hydride. So these are the food items that can be taken. You can follow this type of diet during rainy season. So what all things we should avoid when we speak about the good things, we should also understand what all things we should avoid. Generally, we say we should take more quantity of water, more quantity of fluids. In rainy season also, good quantity fluids can be taken, but excess of fluid will not support you. Because when we are taking fluids, especially juices, water, so 2 liters or otherwise 2.5 liters, that's a normal quantity of water intake or otherwise fluid intake. That can be continued, but over fluids, over intake of the fluid, excess of fluids will reduce, that will hamper the metabolism, that will slow down the metabolism. So that can be reduced. You can take enough quantity fluids, but not too much fluids. Leafy vegetables can be avoided. Generally, we suggest leafy vegetables, but because in rainy season, the contamination can occur. So because of that rainy season, that vegetation, that growing process is happening there. So during rainy season, leafy vegetables that we should try to reduce. We should reduce the intake of leafy vegetables, especially during the rainy season. Avoid curd, red meat, because all these type of food items are heavy to digest. It is not very easy for your system to digest. So very heavy food items which will take more time for the digestion can be avoided or it can be reduced. So your digestive system will remain always stronger. Instead of curd, you can have buttermilk. So buttermilk will support the digestion, and curd that will reduce the digestive fire. There is a good difference between buttermilk and curd. It is not just we are adding some water to curd and mixing well, that becomes buttermilk. It is not like that. We have to skim off, we have to remove the upper fat and all after proper churning process. Then what we are getting, that is called as buttermilk. So there is difference in its quality with the curd and buttermilk. So buttermilk can be taken during rainy season, not curd. So now we discussed about a different food, our food habit. Along with that, lifestyle changes. Lifestyle is also very important. If you are just taking only a healthy diet, that may not give a desired benefit if you are not properly following a proper healthy lifestyle. So along with a healthy diet habit, healthy lifestyle is also important. So as all of us know, in rainy season, the water can get stagnant around us, and it can help for the growth of mosquitoes and other insects. So turmeric and garlic mixture to the water, you can add garlic and turmeric. The combination of garlic and turmeric is antimicrobial, antifungal, and that will help to prevent the growth of mosquitoes and insects around us. So to keep your surrounding area dry and clean, you can use this natural pesticide. This is organic, turmeric and garlic. Turmeric plus garlic. This can be used for spraying around your surroundings to keep it dry and clean, to prevent the growth, to prevent the mosquitoes and other insects. Always keep your body warm. When the temperature goes down, your digestive system is also goes down. When your digestive system is going down, your overall immune strength is also going low. Your immune strength will be very weak. Your body becomes more weak, and there is chance of different viral attack. So always try to keep your body warm. Use fumes of phloem and dry neem leaves. Again, dry neem leaves. Neem leaves are natural antiviral herb, antifungal. So this type of natural herbs can be used to prevent the growth of different microbes, different viruses, bacteria, mosquitoes, insects around you. And Ayurveda is also saying Panchakarma can be done during rainy season. During rainy season, your body strength will be comparatively low. So in order to boost up your system, in order to improve the immunity, different types of Panchakarma procedures can be done. Ayurveda is also saying Ritu Sandhi. Ridor Andyadi Saptaha Ridu Sandhi Idi Smridaha. Ridor Andyadi Saptaha. The last 7 days of the previous season and the first 7 days of the upcoming season. Last 7 days of the previous season and first 7 days of the upcoming season. So almost a half month. It's a transitional phase from one season to another season. So now from summer to the rainy season, the last few days of the summer season and the first few days of the rainy season. So the atmosphere will have the qualities of both the summer season as well as the rainy season. So there will be some disturbance for the body to adapt to a specific season. So that time is very important, this transitional phase. We have to be very careful with our diet, lifestyle, water intake, our body activities. So that time we should be very careful. We should take easily digestible food, energy food, good quantity water. So that should be followed properly. Otherwise, our body may become more weak. And there is a chance for getting different types of diseases more, especially during this transitional phase. It is not only for a rainy season or summer season. When a season changes and when a new season arises, so that the last days of the previous season and the first few days of the next season is always like that. So we should be careful. So that is called as Ridu Sandhi. Then we should be careful about some diseases. It is very common during the rainy season. Flu, dengue fever, chikungunya, malaria. So these all are the diseases we generally get during the rainy season. Or otherwise, it is more prone during the rainy season. So nowadays, we should be more careful about the coronavirus also, because now corona is also spreading. So the spread of coronavirus or otherwise spread of these different types of diseases, there are different factors for that. You are more exposed to this type of viruses. For example, if we have fever or cold or cough, if we go to hospital, so there are different types of people with different problems, they are also coming. So we are exposed to different types of diseases. That group have different types of diseases. So we should be careful to prevent, even if you are having cold or cough, that can result in different other problems. Because we are exposed with a big group, they have different types of problems. So for that, Ayurveda is saying very simple way. Always take very light, easily digestible food. Always take very light, easily digestible food. So when you are taking very light food and easily digestible food, your digestive system will not get any interruption. It will not get hampered with any other factors. Digestive system will be always strong. You will also get enough energy for daily activities. There will not be overload on your digestive system. That's the first thing. When you are maintaining personal hygiene, skin problems or other related problems that we can prevent. Hygienic environment. If you are taking care of your personal hygiene, that is good. But if your atmosphere, if your environment, if it is not clear, if it is not very hygienic, then different types of diseases that you can get. So if you take care of your digestive system well with the proper food, proper personal hygiene and environmental hygiene, that will surely help you to prevent different types of diseases and to keep you healthy in all the season, especially in rainy season, because rainy season is the time where there is chance of different types of diseases. There is more chance for spread of diseases. Then skin care in monsoon season. Again, in rainy season, our skin is more exposed to water. Our skin may be more wet. So that wet skin can get different types of problems. So when you are taking bath, you can put some salt, some neem powder, or otherwise some neem leaves that will prevent different types of fungal infections. Different types of fungal or microbial infections can be prevented by adding little salt. Salt can be Epsom salt, that is more preferred. Epsom salt and some neem powder or neem leaves can be put into the water, and you can take bath by using that water in the morning and evening. So these are again natural herbs which will prevent microbial infections or otherwise viral problems, fungal infections. So this can be used on daily basis, especially during rainy season. Always try to take warm water. Lukewarm water you can take in also, that can be used for taking shower also. You can bath with the lukewarm water. Avoid wearing wet dresses. In rainy season, drying the dress is another task. But always make sure that the dress you are wearing, it is always dry. Wash your hands and legs always. When you go out, and after that, if you are coming to home from outside, always try to wash your legs and your hands, because we cannot see these type of small microbes. But a small thing, it can spread and it become a big problem. So try to prevent different skin problems by following healthy lifestyle. Turmeric. It is one of the best natural herb you can use, especially during rainy season. It is anti-infectious, antiseptic, and also it keeps the evil spirit away. So this can be used in the form of food. You can use different herbal teas by putting this turmeric. Also, while taking shower, you can apply. So in all the ways, you can use healthy organic turmeric to get out of different types of problems, especially during rainy season. Turmeric you can take internally as well as for external application you can use. Then food care, because we are more exposed in the rainy season. Food will be always wet during rainy season. And especially to the people who are having diabetic. So diabetic wounds, that can cause major problem. It cannot get healed immediately. In the cold, again, it increases the time for its healing. So we should be very much careful while walking through rainy water, contaminated water, that can increases the diabetic wound, that can create new wounds, especially for diabetic people. And always we keep our legs dry, properly wash, properly clean, and wipe off the water and keep it dry always. Especially the people who are having diabetic problem, because diabetic wounds are increasing. A study, a research that is showing the spread or otherwise the diabetic wounds can increase, or otherwise the intensity can be more during rainy season. Then in food, try to drink boiled water. When you are taking different types of water, you can put ginger, coriander seeds, cumin. So all these things can be put and you can have similar to herbal teas, ginger tea, coriander tea, cumin tea, or otherwise simple water. You can put a little coriander seeds or cumin and you can have throughout the day. You can take this type of water. This will help to improve the digestion, digestive fire, and to maintain a warm temperature, warmness of the body. And it will support the digestive fire also. Because again, in rainy season, digestive fire is weak. By having this type of spices, digestive fire will get maintained and that will support your digestive system and overall health. Milk boiled with a pinch of turmeric. Milk boiled with a pinch of turmeric, that will prevent different type of allergy problems. So you can have milk also. And very important, at least 2 to 3 hours gap should be there between your dinner and bedtime. Minimum 2 to 3 hour gap should be there between your dinner and bedtime. Then only the food you are taking will be digested properly and you will have a proper sleep also. Digestion will also be proper. Otherwise, that will result in indigestion. Always try to take warm food. Dhumapan, it is a medicated smoke. This is to clear different types of respiratory problems. So here this Dhumavarti, that is made by using turmeric and cow's ghee. Turmeric and cow's ghee. So this medicated smoke that we are taking, that we are inhaling through our nostrils, this is medicated smoke. The only ingredients are cow's ghee and turmeric. That is to clear the pathway, to support the proper energy flow, and also to prevent different respiratory system related problems. So this is for your surroundings. So Dhumapanam is for your own health. This Aparajita Dhuba Churnam, this is for the surroundings, to keep the surroundings dry and away from mosquitoes or other insects. So this Aparajita Dhuba Churnam, it is available in all the Ayurvedic shops that you can use as a dhuba. Or otherwise, if it is not available, you can make this homemade powder. So you can take a coconut shell and you can make it to red hot. Then you can add these different powders and that smoke can be kept to all the places. So that area will be completely fumigated and the insects, virus, microbes, everything will be away from that area. So this can be prepared. This you can prepare at your home also if Aparajita Dhuba Churnam is not available. This you can prepare at home and you can prevent different types of diseases. So again in monsoon, we are concluding. For preventing different skin problems, you can use sesame oil. You can add 2 spoons of neem oil. That can be used for your body massage. And you can take a warm water shower at least once a week. So this will help you. This will prevent from different types of skin infections and itching problems. Try to wear footwears inside your home also, especially during rainy season and winter season, because Vata aggravation occurs more during rainy season, especially old people. Arthritic problems can aggravate during this time because Vata aggravation is that much fast during the rainy season. So you can wear footwears in your home also. Don't sleep after meals. Don't sleep immediately after meals. That can result in indigestion and gradually different other problems. Always try to take barley, wheat, rice, dal soup. So this will digest easily and your system will feel more healthy and fresh. Turmeric and garlic mixture can be used as a spray to keep your surrounding also non-infectious, to prevent the growth or prevent the spread of different types of microbes. You can use this turmeric garlic mixture spray for external use. So if you follow these healthy tips properly, you can easily overcome the problems that generally we get during the rainy seasons. Thank you. So one guest asked about the hair health. So hair health, as I already explained, neem is good as antifungal, antimicrobial, and also to keep your hair very healthy. So you can put some neem leaves in water. You can boil that water by keeping that crushed neem leaves. After that, you can boil the water. And after filtering, that water can be used for hair wash. So slight, very light, lukewarm or less than that. That water can be used for washing the hair. So that will prevent different types of dandruff, such infections also, head related infections, hair growth. And also it is good during rainy season. So neem wash, nowadays it is coming in different marketed product form, but this is the best way. Neem leaves can be taken, it can be crushed and put in water. You can boil the water. After filtering in very light warm condition, you can pour on your hairs. That will support. Instead of neem leaves, can we use neem oil? Yes, neem oil can also be used. Neem oil is mainly for skin related problems. Neem oil we generally use for the skin related problems. But it can be used there also. It's a different preparations are there. Neem oil is prepared in different ways, so that can be used in different ways. So,
Hare Krishna, we request all the participants to post their question to the email that is mentioned in the chat box, courses@ecovillage.org.in. As we have another session lined up, we are going to end this meeting soon. Thank you for your enthusiastic participation.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.